Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Teresa with Teresa H Creates, but you can just call me T. So I recently mentioned that I wanted to get back into doing more albums and journals, folios, things of that nature. I've been making cards for several years because we moved into a new house and immediately started renovating 3 years ago. And it was just kind of a slow process of putting my my craft studio back together, and I purged a lot of stuff. And then while I was recently organizing, I came across this Paper Studio mixed media album. And so it's a 6x8 3-ring album, and it's a chipboard album, and it was kind of an odd shape, so I'm not sure why I kept it. So it's 6x8, and it came with 6 of these chipboard pieces that are fairly thick, and I thought I'll pull this out and try something. I wanted to put together a winter journal, and so I thought that I would use this to go ahead and do it. And I did not record a process video because I wasn't sure what I was going to be making, and also because it wasn't very cohesive. I was just coming in and doing things here and there as I could manage with my schedule. But I have finished, and so I wanted to show you something that you might be able to do with chipboard that's oddly shaped. And so this came this way. I didn't have die cuts for this. I don't have in this shape. I don't have anything. So this was kind of a decorate it yourself. And this is the type of thing that's tedious to me, that takes a while to prepare this kind of thing. So I wanted to go ahead and just use 2 pages. So I used 2 pages as a front and back, and I decided to use one of my collections. So I had this 6x8 Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Winter Woods. It's 24 papers, and it is 24 double-sided sheets, including 4 designer prints and 2 3x4 greeting card elements. But I had also picked up the banner stickers page. This is what I have left. And I picked up 5 12x12 sheets. So I had the 4x4 elements, the 3x4 elements, the 4x6 elements, and then 2 12x12 sheets, which were the All That Glitters. That's the front and back, but you can see that from the top. Let me see, and Winter Blues. And that's what that sheet looked like. So I had those to work with. I also pulled from my stash a sheet of 12x12 blue paper, kind of this baby blue paper that has these iridescent dots on them, that foiling. This came from, I think it was the Down the Chimney Die Cuts with a View, or I think that's what it was, Down the Chimney Die Cuts with a View paper. And then from the Michaels 12x12, one of the Christmas packs that I bought, the vellum pack that had the snowflakes, I pulled out this sheet with the small snowflakes on it and used that. And I also used this Gingham Love 2 by Asuka Studio. It's 8x8 collection. It has gingham on the back, and it has this cable knit kind of sweater in the front, and I used several sheets of that. So that is what I used for this paper, or for this album. And let me show you what I made. So this is the book that I ended up with. I used a lot of die cuts. I used a lot of the, I also had some enamel dots, and then I had a collection of the Simple Vintage Woods, Simple Stories, I think it's Simple Vintage Woods ephemera pieces. These are Prima flowers here. And then this is just some of that crinkle ribbon that I had in my stash, and I tried to pull colors that I used in the book or that are represented in the papers, and put those there just for a little bit of fun. So I used some, and I don't know if you can see this shine or not. I went over this Warm Winter Wishes with the Wink of Stella pen to give it a little bit of shimmer. I used that cable knit in the back. And then what I did to cover these is I took the paper and I taped it and glued it both down to the board, cut it as closely as possible to the edges, and then took a really low grit sander and then sand it around the edges to sand off the paper and to get it to fit nice and neat. I didn't care that it's perfect or that it fits it perfectly, and I kind of wanted that little bit of a distressed edge. So as you can see, I went through and inked it up. And so I only used that chipboard, 2 pieces for the front and for the back of the book. And then I used some of the enamel dots and then some of just the elements that were included in the ephemera packet. So turn the page here. I started with this, and you can use it, grab something here for a photo. And I went ahead and did a mat, and you can still slide the photo up under this. It's a snow day. And I started out putting mats in. That's not really my thing, and I stopped. I like for there to be a little bit more freedom with the books. I don't like to dictate how people use them necessarily. So I matted the first one for a photo, and then I didn't after that. The rest of the pages in here were just cut down to fit within the book. I believe that they are, I'd have to go back and measure it, but I believe that they are, it was a 6x8, and I want to say that they're 5x7 sheets in here. And a lot of them I doubled up, and I did cut out the little holes here to just kind of reinforce with the tugging. And so I used a lot of the cut aparts to create little journal cards. So all of those are backed and edged. I distressed the edges. I used some distress ink on those, and I used the frayed burlap, Tim Holtz distress ink. I used some of the banners across here, just the banner stickers, and then let's see, this lifts. And I created this little booklet here for journaling. Again, anything can be placed here. There's a sheet of this beautiful brown cable knit that can be used for photos or any kind of ephemera pieces, tickets, whatever. And then here on this page, the world changes when it snows. And here's a little tuck spot, and it's warm winter wishes. And I created just a little journaling spot here. Just put that little book together. And then on this side, there were several tuck spots here. Snow cold. Lots of writing space in this little booklet. More of these cut apart elements that I cut down to size, inked up, and have the backings on those so that they can be used for journaling or photos or anything. Here are some little tuck tabs, little corner tucks here. So winter vibes. And when snow falls, nature listens. And then in the middle of the book, so I separated it. So there's this style, and then it's the same on the next part of the book. But I did put a piece of chipboard that I had in my stash. I think this is just a piece of cardboard, actually, that I probably got from a cereal box. Or actually, I think it might have come with, you know, when you order 12x12 paper, and it's a lot of times they'll ship it with a backing. I think that's what this is. But just to help kind of reinforce it, I included that page and just decorated it. So we go together like winter and a sweater. That was cute. And then I created this envelope using just an envelope template, or using an envelope I had in my stash as a template to create this. So it says winter vibes, and you open it up, and then there's a little hidden spot, and you can journal or put whatever little secrets that you have in there. And that goes there. And then snow time on this side, and again, it has the little tuck, and this one's a little tag, and I put that vellum on there. And it says hello snow on the back. Just tuck that in, and then that ribbon there. I love that ribbon. Velvet ribbon. Again, any kind of keepsakes or photos. Love for winter. And then on this side, one kind word can warm 3 winter months. And then I cut this out in the using, I think it was the Lawn Fawn die cuts. It can do snow or grass, but it's the little rolling, and it has the rolling hills, and it has the edges. And anyway, I thought that would be fun. A little spot. And so I have it on this with a little paper clip, little decorative clip. And then if you open this side up, it says winter chill, and there's another little tuck spot here. And our favorite days are snow days, more journaling. Hello on a winter's day. And then this one says winter memories, and it has a little checklist. And I put a little ribbon, or sorry, a little lace there. Close that up. And next, I decorated with more of the banner stickers. And then this slipped out. Let me see. This is a belly band that I put here to hold these. And this is just some of the papers, and I just cut out some of the decorative papers using a tag die that I had. So there it is in the vellum. There's another one of the decorative sheets, some of the glassine paper, and so it's pretty thin because it's just the paper from the 8x8 collection. I'm sorry, 8x6 collection that I got from Simple Stories. And then in this spot, I've got more journaling pieces. Let's slip those back in there. And then another set of corner tucks here. So it says snow on the little, looks like a bingo card, and then just a tag that says snow more. And then another place for any kind of keepsakes or photos, and it says best time ever, and then the end. So that's the end of that journal. If you would like a process video on anything that I did in this journal, let me know, because I still have some of those chipboard pieces, so I'm happy to put together some sort of process video. Like I said, I'm just getting back into doing more of the journals. I've been card making for several years because that's just kind of what I've had access to. And so now that I have all my stuff back, I'm kind of getting into the swing of things. So that was a good starter. I feel like that was a really good starter for me project, and I have some scraps left over. I will probably make some cards. I have a personal goal of kind of stash busting, and I have some scraps left over, and so I'd like to make some cards or make some tags or something to use up the rest of that. And I think the goal is going to be one complete collection a month. So I only have a couple of days left. So big challenge, but I think I can do it. That may be my next video. Until then, see you later. Bye.